Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in the Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy, and I'm just going to do you a quick what's in the box kit review for my ICM MiG-29 of the Ukrainian Air Force in the 172 scale, model kit number 72140, titled The Ghost of Kyiv. We also have the corresponding Ghost of Kyiv ICM Ukrainian Air Force acrylic paint set. I'll just tell you where I got these from. The model itself came from a company called KYIV Models, and it cost £14.24 with free postage, so I think that's a pretty good deal. They didn't actually have the corresponding paint set, so I got this with a whole load of other models that I got from a company called Puzzlecraft for £5.94. You normally, if you just wanted to buy this singularly, you'd have to pay postage on it, but because I was buying a lot of stuff, I got free postage on it. So the two things here cost a touch over £20 basically. I think that's probably the cheapest you can get on eBay. Obviously you might be able to find it cheaper somewhere else, but I think it's a pretty good deal. So let's have a look at what's in the box, I suppose. Incidentally, I did a kit haul unboxing today, of which this was part of. You can have a look at that craziness if you do so wish. I'm just going to get the bits out and get rid of this box, and then we will have a look. Now, I'm just going to read out what it says on the information sheet. There are still debates whether the Ghost of Kyiv really exists. Can it be one person or the whole team? Some believe he died and many say he was ejected, or maybe it's just an inspiring story. However, despite all the controversy, we know for sure the Ghost of Kyiv has become a symbol of an indomitable struggle. The struggle that every Ukrainian feels and lives during 3 months in a row. So obviously this is about a year or so old now. The symbol of those selfless and courageous heroes who protect us in the sky. The symbol of pilots who defend us at the cost of their lives. In the Air Force of Ukraine, MiG-29 913 is a significant part of the fleet of fighter aircraft. Some of these aircraft have been upgraded, which has improved the composition of onboard electronic equipment. A characteristic external feature of the Ukrainian MiG-29 is the grey pixel camouflage, which has become a kind of signature of these fighters. We get a little bit of technical details. Length 17.32. I'm going to guess this is meters. Span 11.36. Takeoff weight maximum 16,800. Engine 2x-P33 thrust on afterburner. 2x8 3000 kgf. I'm not sure what that means. Maximum speed kilometers per hour 2,450. Service ceiling in meters 18,000. Maximum ferry range 22,230 miles. Armament 30mm GS-301 gun and missiles. So obviously this is kind of a rather patriotic story. ICM is made in Ukraine at the end of the day, so you'd kind of expect that, I suppose. So let's just have a quick look at the instruction sheet. And we've got the sprue diagrams here to tell us what we've actually got. And it's basically quite a simple-ish sort of build, I assume. So we've got 1, 2 and 3, which is basically focusing on the cockpit and the landing gear if we wish to have them down. We're then going to put the cockpit in, and we're going to put the two sections of the fuselage together. This is slightly different to me because I'm used to propeller aircraft, and they tend to go this way. Two sections and the fuselage going that way. This is going top on bottom. That's kind of interesting. Section 6, we're going to put the wings on. We're going to put the engines on the bottom here, the engines here, and we're going to put the tail fins on as well. And we're going to start assembling our missiles onto their racks. And then we're going to, basically in section 13, we're going to put all the assembling bits together. Now, on the back, we have the rather famous colour scheme, which is, I must admit, it's really cool. It looks the business, doesn't it? Like I say, I've actually bought the corresponding paint set But lo and behold, when I opened the box, I found out that ICM provide us with this rather nice decal sheet, which basically is, well, it's the camouflage pattern basically, and all you've got to do is fill in the gaps, I suppose, with this pale grey and this dark grey undersurface. So I'm not that bothered about that. I mean, I'm sure these paints will come in useful at some point, or maybe I'll just be really brave and try and paint it myself. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, is it? No, it's not. Oh, incidentally, this is a request by Dennis, who requested me have a look at this one. More than happy to take requests for what's in the box reviews, especially, you know, seeing as I do actually have about, I think it's 9 unboxing haul unboxings in my my library. So if anybody wants to have a look at any of those and they want something, a review of, more than happy to oblige when I have the time. So let's have a quick look at the sprues. And as we can see, this sprue here deals with rather large missiles. These look rather potent. We've got some smaller, these are probably air-to-air missiles, I assume. Not too sure what these are. I mean, they could be bombs, it could be external fuel tanks. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I'm sure one of you guys will fill me in on this. We've got the landing gear here. We've got another rather large item that we can fit underneath. We've got our wheels, which are quite nicely detailed. There's a good level of detail on this. I mean, I'm not surprised because I've seen quite a lot of ICM kits and they generally seem to be pretty damn good, to be honest with you. So I wasn't expecting anything other than very good. Here we have our wing sections and our tail. The tail is one piece, as are the wings. So basically there's no sticking tops and bottom of wings together. It's just stick the wing in on its own. And here we have the tail fins. Again, we've got, I mean, there's obviously the level of detail on these is slightly less than you'd expect on a sort of a World War II aircraft, because they tended to be covered in rivets and all sorts of other bits and bobs, but these are really sort of smooth and sleek, which you'd suppose you kind of expect of a modern era fighter. Here we have the cockpit instrument panel, slightly more complex than what I'm used to. Here we have the sort of the tub for the cockpit. We have the seat here, which is quite nicely detailed with some straps. Don't see the Ghost of KYIV. We don't actually have a figure to go in this, which is a bit of a shame, I suppose. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think these are, yeah, they're more instrument panels for inside the cockpit there, I think. So it's quite detailed and involved kit. And here we have the main fuselage, which, like I say, is the top going onto the bottom. And here we can sort of imagine, you know, just putting our decals on. We also have another decal sheet, which covers various numbers and Ukrainian badges and roundels. We also get a cockpit instrument panel decal as well. And here we have our cockpit. This is a nice large cockpit where you can see all around, obviously. I'll just move on to these paints. I mean, I've seen ICM paints. They do tend to try to plug them. I've never actually opened an ICM paint, and it's a bit of a shame I bought them. I could have known that, but yeah. So I mean, they're just standard 12mm paint dropper bottles. I don't know, should I try and paint it or should I use the decals? Kind of seems like a bit of a cheat, but I am a novice, so I think I'd probably just make a mess of it. So I think at the end of the day, what I'm likely to do is just use the decals. So there we go, Dennis, as requested. There's our what's in the box for this nice looking MiG-29. I'm going to be having some fun over the next 10 days as I'm going to be trying to build basically a Japanese fighter every day. These are the 3 I'm going to be starting on. I've got a video up on this. Basically, I'm asking you guys to get involved and basically tell me which ones you want to see me build. I've got 13 or 14 aircraft to go through. I'm also going to be snacking on some Japanese sweets and snacks while I go along. And I'm probably going to get onto this Suntory whiskey as well. So there was plenty going on my little channel for the next 10 days. So please do tune in and see what craziness I've decided to get up to. And I'm going to put this one away. I hope you liked my little video. Please like and subscribe. And join me for my novice building model ride. Be seeing you.